I am going to show you how to get infinite money and level up your skills super quick in Cyberpunk 2077. It will save you loads of time and let you get the money, the cyberware, the weapons, and the skills you want quickly. If you found this video interesting or helpful, drop a like on it. If I've earned your subscription and you want to keep up to speed with all things Cyberpunk, make sure to subscribe. Let's first take a look at how to get infinite money and dupe items. Alright, first thing we're going to do is find a vendor. We're going to go into the sell menu. Within the sell menu, you're going to find something that you have that is duplicate and stackable. In this case, I'm going to go with these ram jolts I have. But you can use anything. Alright, what we're going to do next is put our cursor on that item. We're not going to move our cursor. And on PlayStation, we're just going to hit X to open up the sales menu. We're going to let go of X, of course, afterwards. On Xbox, we're going to hit A, do the same deal. And on PC, we're going to left click on the item we're going to sell and we're going to release while keeping our cursor on that item. This is where the magic happens and you're going to be real precise. On PlayStation, you're going to hit X and hold it down. On Xbox, you're going to hit A and hold it down. And on PC, you simply keep your cursor on the item. While still holding X on PlayStation and still holding A on Xbox, with the cursor still on the item on all systems, you're going to select one less than the maximum by using the directional pads on your controllers. If you're using mouse and keyboard on PC, make sure to use the keys to select the desired quantity. Do not move the cursor from the item. With one less than the maximum selected, you are going to hit square to confirm on PlayStation, X to confirm on Xbox, and on mouse and keyboard, you're going to go ahead and hold down F. Look at that, magic. We have the sales menu up again, and we can select the maximum amount now. Remember, the first time you have to do one less than the maximum, otherwise it will not work. We only had 9 to sell, but we were able to duplicate our items and sell 17 in this case, and get the appropriate profits. We're just going to buy back these items normally. You can do the same duplication process from the vendor to yourself, but for the purposes of this, we're just going to buy back normally. If the vendor does not allow you to buy your items back, it means that you either moved your cursor from the item or didn't hold down the appropriate button, and you can usually rest for 24 hours to fix that or revert back to your save file. Now you can see that we have 17 ram jolts and we're going to rinse, dry, repeat, and duplicate once again. There are still some things that can go wrong from here, so thanks for sticking with me. You got this. You'll notice after a few transactions you're not making any money, but don't you worry, the magic is about to happen. As very quickly you'll duplicate so many items that the vendor does not have enough money to pay you for all of them. Additionally, if you mess up any of the duplication pieces like keeping the cursor on things as well as holding down the appropriate buttons, it can mess up the whole glitch for this transaction and you'd have to rest for 24 hours or go back to your save file. Very important note on your final transaction of this round where you're about to take all the vendor's money. For example, as you can see, I'm about to dupe 2 transactions for about $11,000 each. Well, the vendor doesn't have that much money. Don't exit the transaction because the vendor doesn't have enough money. Make sure to take just about everything that they have. As you can see in my example, it does not take long at all. I also leave the vendor a couple $100 or something because I found sometimes if I don't and I rest for 24 hours, the vendor didn't come back with money. Also, if you have no more duplicate items, make sure to buy back a couple because you'll need those in the next step, which is to rest for 24 hours, and this allows the vendor to get their money back and then you do it all over again. If you're at a really low level and you're going to do some XP farming, I'd recommend duping a whole bunch of grenades. It makes life a whole lot easier. So now that we've taken a look at how to get infinite money as well as to dupe items, let's take a look at the easiest way to level up your skills as a super low level. So step 1 is have a sleep at your apartment. This will apply the rested status for 1 real life hour, which gives you a 20% skill XP boost and regenerates health as well. This will really help early on. I'd recommend having a shower too because that gives you the status of refreshed for 1 hour, which regenerates health during combat up to 60%. But the rested status is the big one you need to maximize this. Alright, we're going to travel to this location where my cursor is. You can see where that is. It's like a little cul-de-sac looking thing. There is a fast travel location NID East here. This is in Watson Northside, so not too far away. Even if you don't have fast travel available, you can get there pretty darn quick. Again, to this location. And if you have access to a vehicle, you want to bring it with you as well. Just park it to the side. There are a couple other groups of enemies you can attack, but we're just going to focus on one large group. When you get here, you'll see a whole bunch of enemies dancing alongside non-enemies. We don't want to kill the non-enemies because that'll call the cops and just cause us some problems. Chuck a grenade, shoot a few shots, it'll scare them off, and then alert the enemies, and you're ready to rumble. At a low level, be cautious, but you should be able to take these guys out. After you do this, you just drive to the intersection, drive on back, and look, these enemies are back and we're ready to do it again. Rinse, dry, and repeat. If they don't respawn, it means you didn't drive to the end of the road. You can do the other 2 encounters, but they won't respawn using this method of the back and forth between the intersection and back. Now myself, I've been using grenades, guns, and blades to take them down to try to build those sub skills up. If you have any problems, let me know in the comments below. I'm happy to help. Hopefully this was helpful. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.